It's been a minute since we've checked in on Twitter, but man, is it riding the struggle bus. According to an investigation by the New York Times, Twitter's U.S. ad revenue was down 59% from a year earlier over the first 5 weeks from April to the first week of May. And June's outlook isn't much different. It expects U.S. ad revenue this month to be down at least 56% each week compared to a year ago. Advertisers are basically fleeing the platform in droves because there's too much content popping up on Twitter these days that they just don't really want to be associated with. And this is the funniest detail about the report. Specifically, Elon has been pushing to introduce these new tools known as adjacency controls so that advertisers can keep their ads away from tweets containing certain keywords or posts by certain users. So what did some advertisers do? They use those tools to keep their ads away from Elon's tweets.
I really wanted to bring that up.
I know. It's a very funny detail for sure. And then into all this steps Linda Yaccarino, the new Twitter CEO. So she's a former NBC Universal exec who officially took over the CEO role yesterday, which is weeks earlier than initially expected. Basically, her mandate is to right the ship and get Twitter making money again. Not the easiest job in the world, Neal.
No, what was her nickname? I forget what it was. Basically,
we'll just make it up. Cool, Linda.
It was just saying Velvet Hammer. Thank you, Emily, in my ear. She is known for being like a really hard negotiator, and obviously she worked on a lot of ad sales, totaling billions of dollars at NBC. So she will be seeing if she can right the ship. But it is kind of crazy that Elon Musk is no longer the CEO.
Yeah, I mean,
crazy and probably a relief to many people.
I know. The funny part too is
Tesla investors.
They cited the poll that he ran a few months ago, saying, "Do you want me to run Twitter anymore?" And 56% voted no. So I guess he did oblige by the Twitter poll.
So Elon Musk bought. So we talked about the advertising exodus. So Elon Musk bought Twitter for $44 billion last October. I don't even remember. Yeah, a long time ago. And now it is down to $15 billion. Fidelity, which owns a stake in Twitter, cut its valuation. So it is, I don't know, that's more than it's worth less. More than 2/3, little mental math here, more than 2/3 of what Elon Musk bought it at. And so, this has not gone well. He's lit a lot of money on fire.
For sure. And if we just want to go back to the ad space real quick, in 1 week last month, 4 of Twitter's top 10 U.S. advertisers were online gambling and fantasy sports betting companies. So you can totally see the shift in the kind of companies that like Elon's Twitter is courting. And then also they've started allowing cannabis accessories, including bongs, vapes, and rolling paper to advertise, as well as erectile dysfunction products. And so you can see why some of these blue chip advertisers like the GMs, the Volkswagens, don't want to shell out the big bucks to be on a platform where you're also getting ads for.
It's like Spike TV ads.
Right, truly. It's like, I mean, he wants free speech. He also has just a free and open ad market as well. So, yeah, it's just tough. And then one final note on Twitter as well is that, so Linda Yaccarino, obviously a very accomplished and very successful exec in her own right, but some people have been calling out potentially Elon for instituting her and putting her in a glass cliff scenario, which is this thing where you elevate like a female or a minority CEO into a leadership position, even though there's this very high likelihood of failure. Mm-hmm. So it's this thing where they finally come to the top of the pyramid, but it's in a very negative and disadvantageous situation. So this happens all the time, honestly, in the corporate world.
Marissa Mayer is often considered the biggest example of this in Yahoo, and she was elevated to Yahoo, and she was like, "Oh, turn Yahoo around." But Yahoo was in a very bad position, and literally anyone who was going into Yahoo at that time was kind of destined to fail. So yeah, it's actually demonstrated in the literature a couple times since 2005.
But then in a good scenario, Fran Horowitz took over Abercrombie and Fitch in 2017 after Abercrombie just got kind of accused of a lot of problematic behavior and has absolutely turned the brand around. So this is not saying that Linda's just going to fail for sure, but just a note to say that this often happens. Hey, thanks for watching. And if you want more Morning Brew Daily, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also check out the rest of our episodes wherever you get your podcasts.
New episodes drop at 7 a.m. Eastern Monday through Friday, and you can email us at morningbrewdaily@morningbrew.com.